Hi guys, so today I want to share with you some new nail colors I got in from Nail Addict. They create gel polishes that are vegan, and you can check out all that information there on their website. I will have a link to their website. They did send these items to me free of charge for my review, and all opinions are my own. And like I said, you can check it out, all the ins and outs of the product itself. But for now, I have these fun colors to share with you guys. So let me bring these out. And they always arrive just like this, really well packaged, whatever it is that you order from them there. And well, let's just look at the new colors and then we'll try them out. So I have Beyond Gorgeous, which is a gorgeous red. Now, their colors are very true to what's on the lid, which is really great. So whenever you check it out, it's pretty much the same, and I hope you can see that. Really pretty, deep red. And then I picked up, I requested a white one because I do not think I have a white one yet. And a White Addict, it's always nice to have the basic colors like white, black, red, just for accenting, green, things like that, for like little flowers or whatever other kind of decorations you might want to do with your nails. So this is White Addict. Ooh, look at this one. This is Gold Addict, and this is not just like a gold or like yellow, it's shimmery, I believe. So let me open this up. Let me get a little bit closer. So we'll talk about, doing your basic gel manicure and try these out. Look at that. It's very Wonder Woman. Ooh, with that red. Very Wonder Woman. Super pretty. Very shimmery. And then I have the green, which is Underground Queen. And lovely green, like I said, matches the lid perfectly, so that's always really great. And then this is another gorgeous, just a chunky glitter. I've had a few of their chunky glitters in the past and they work really wonderfully. It doesn't take a lot to apply them, they just go on really nicely. This is Not Ashamed. Let me get that. And look how much glitter is on that brush. Like, it just goes on really, really well. So, super pretty. And so for your basic gel manicures, you always need a few things, including nail files, nail buffers. I have mine here that I use over and over, so they're not the newest things here. I have nail file, nail buffer, and that's for natural nails, even though it looks like an acrylic nail file. On one side it is rougher for like acrylic nails, on the other side it's a little finer, like a 180 grit. You want a cuticle pusher, it could be an orange wood stick, but whatever it is to prep your nails with. Nail polish remover or acetone. I like to use acetone just because it gets the job done really quickly. This happens to be from the dollar store, so they sell it everywhere nowadays. I do like to keep a little spray ball of alcohol. If you just want to use a wipe with some alcohol on it, that'd be great. To wipe off your sticky top coat, they do have a non-stick top coat. I do not believe I have it, so I have to wipe off that residue at the end, so you always want something like that. Lint-free wipes. And then a lamp, of course. So the Nail Addict does have a lamp, and I will be using their lamp. But if you have any LED or UV lamp, will work. UV lamps take 2 minutes per layer to cure, and LED lamps usually take 30 to 45 seconds to cure, just depending on how you apply it and all that. But it should be about 30-second cure. Speaking of those kind of things, always make sure to read whatever the product manual would say for that item, and do a safe gel polish manicure at home. So you always want to make sure that your layers are well cured, so you don't have any issues later. And just little extra things. I always like to have a little nap, like I work on a paper towel, so I just wipe off whatever implements I have. And then whatever nail art you're going to do, whatever you want that works with that, and then use that. So I will be right back for our basic gel manicure prep. Okay, so unfortunately I only have Christmas paper towels, but that's fine. So I'm just going to take a lint-free wipe. It's not quite lint-free. On one side it is, the other side is just like a regular makeup wipe, so just be careful with that. It's not the biggest deal, but with gel polish, if you have these little things around, you don't want these little fluffies sticking to your gel polish, because they will. So let me remove whatever polish I have. I always have base coat on my nails, just regular polish base coat. And acetone will leave a white residue on your skin, and that's what that is. Okay, so what I always like to do to prep my nails, and I'll do this with all 10 nails, is push back my cuticle very gently. But there's like little skin and cuticle and whatever on your nail, and it is there. It might not be apparent, but it is there. So you always want to get rid of that. Just scrape it off as well as you can. And for that same reason, I like to then use a buffing block, but I'll take my file. Make sure your nails are filed in the shape that you like. Mine are a little bit ballerina, like squoval shape right now. So that's what I do. And then at the end, I always go over with my buffer just to get rid of any other cuticle that might be stuck to the nail still, so that you have a nice gel manicure polish. So I'll do that with all the nails, and then when I'm done, I always wipe them again just to get rid of that little excess powder or whatever else might be on there from after filing, okay? I'll be right back. Okay, so I have my lamp here plugged in, ready to go. I did wash my hands just because on the video it doesn't look so nice to have all that acetone there, so I'm just going to spray them really quickly with some alcohol just to dry them again, just in case. What happens is when you wet them, you put moisture back on your nails. And you want your nails dehydrated, at least, to start with. And the other two things I didn't mention at the beginning are, well, I did mention the top coat, but you need a base and top coat, of course. I always like to keep it all within the same product family. I know some people want to mix and match like bases and tops. I wouldn't do that. That's just me. But I think that's the best way to go. So I always try to keep it with the same brand. So we have our base coat here. And again, the lamp is big enough to put both hands in. It's this lamp right here. But I do one at a time. But if you're working like with your sister or a friend or whoever you want to work on, you can do both hands and that'd be really fun and quick. So we got our base. Again, wipe it off as much as you can. You don't need this glopped on all over. You don't want to get it all over your skin or anything like that. Just a little goes a long way. So I just kind of push towards the cuticle. Bring it all the way across your nail, nice wide brush. Cap the tip of the nail, and then I move on to the next one. I don't even dip it again because there's usually enough product to do this. But wherever you put your base coat is where your polish is going to stick, so make sure that you really cover your nail real well. And I'm going to do this with the whole hand, including my thumb. And I'll show this just for this one here. I turn my brush over, trying to just get it, keep on the nail, cap the tip, and there's still enough. And you saw I never dip back in. You don't have to glop it on. It's just a thin coat. And same thing with the color coats. To get a nice cure, just build them up. They don't have to be super thick as you go along. Anything you might have gotten on your, on your skin, go ahead and remove with an orange wood stick or your cuticle pusher, however you want to do it. Just remove that. And then place your whole hand in your lamp for 30 seconds with an LED, or 2 minutes with a UV lamp, like the old school UV lamps. And when you do place your hand, make sure your thumb is kind of flat like this, not sideways like this. Even though the lights are on the side, I like to get it nice flat so you can be assured that the light is hitting every area that it needs to hit. And okay, I'm just gonna do that, 30 seconds, and I'll be right back. Okay, so for my design, I'm going to use pretty much this glittery polish, how can I not, for pretty much all the nails. I'm going to do one white nail, and I'll make a little red heart on it, maybe do a little gold arrow, we'll see what happens. But I did realize, I did have the white polish from the last review, so I just have an extra one now. Here we go. So again, build up your color. I'm wiping off because you can get a lot of gel polish on there, so wipe off what you can. And put that, oh, how pretty is that? Oh my gosh. So you put that on again, capping the tip of your nail. And not super thick, guys. We're building up our color. This one I will dip more than once just because you want to get a nice coverage and make sure, you have enough. But not too thick. And that way you get a nice safe cure. I'm going to apply this, again, cap the tip, remove any color that might be on your skin. On my ring finger, I'm going to use the white one. I haven't used this before. I'm just going to give it a nice swirl. And again, pushing towards the cuticle. And apply that nice and thinly. Up to the tip of the nail. Capping the tip of the nail, removing any color. And I'll do that, paint my whole hand and get this in my lamp again, 30 seconds or 2 minutes in a UV, and I'll be back. So really quickly as I'm doing this, a good way to know if you're applying too much polish, and that will, so the next time do a little less, is if you feel a heat spike. So when you put your hand in the lamp and you feel like it just feels like burning hot, it's because you put too much gel polish. So just a tip, and then the next time, you know, you can stand it, it'll go away after a few seconds, but the next layer, put it on a little thinner because that means you put it on too thick to begin with. So I think I'm gonna be able to do just 2 coats of this. Look at how thick and pretty that is. Oh my gosh. Okay, so again, just wipe off as much as you can, you know, within reason there, and apply, same as we did before, a nice coat. Wipe off any excess, and I'm gonna put my whole hand in the lamp for 30 seconds because it's LED, or 2 minutes if you have a UV lamp. And yeah, I think 2 coats is gonna do it. Really pretty. Okay, I'll be back. Okay, guys. So I'm done with the you know, with the glitter nails. So I'm gonna take the top coat and I'm gonna go ahead and apply that right now. And then on the white nail, I'm gonna do a little heart. Again, wipe off as much as you can. You just need to float that on there. It's not to apply a whole lot, just like the base coat, just a nice thin coat, and remove any excess. I'm gonna go ahead and do that right now. And then on our white nail, I'm gonna apply a little heart, and then we'll be done with those glitter nails, but we're gonna continue working on the white nail. And again, I will remove any excess polish that might have gotten on my skin. And I just need some of this red polish on a surface, just something that's not the biggest deal. Like, that's probably too much already, but that's okay. Apply that on there. And I'm just gonna take a dotting tool or whatever it is that you wanna use to make like a heart shape. So I'm just gonna dip in here and make like the shape of a heart. Again, not too thick, so that you don't get that heat spike and that it cures nicely. And clean that up there. And I'm gonna take a time to make it look a little nicer, and then we're gonna go ahead and put our hand in the lamp for 30 seconds. Okay. So the glitter nails are all done, so I'm gonna do is just take a little bit of the alcohol on a little wipe here. And I'm gonna wipe away that tacky dispersion layer. And that way those nails are done. And all I'm gonna do is finish up my heart nail. And the charm of gel polish is that that's done. You can stick your hand in your purse, whatever you need to do, get your keys, ready to go. That's the whole point. And it lasts, you know, 2 to 3 weeks, looking really nice. So I was just gonna finish this off with a little, hopefully, with a little arrow going through my little heart. So I'm gonna take some of that gold. Again, you don't need too much, very little, like that red was too much. And I'm just gonna take a thin brush that I use for nail art, and hopefully I'm gonna put a little line kind of going through the heart, leaving a little space, and then another little line, and draw like a little triangle. And a few little like lines back here. Okay, and I'm gonna put just that nail in the lamp for 30 seconds and I'll be right back. Okay, last thing I do with that last nail is go ahead and put my top coat on it. Again, not too thick. And I'll put that in the lamp for 30 seconds. Clean up around the cuticle and make sure I don't have any on my skin. Get that in the lamp for 30 seconds and I'll be right back. Okay, and that's all done. Again, now I'm gonna spray the whole hand. I would have just sprayed them, but the other one wasn't ready, so I sprayed onto the little wipe. And again, remove that sticky dispersion later and we're good to go. So normally what I do is I finish up, I wash my hands, and I apply some cuticle oil, and your mani should be good for 2 to 3 weeks. And to remove it, I have another video, but basically you just break the seal, which means you take a file like your file here and really rub all over the nail surface so that that top coat that is like impervious to anything will be removed. And then you soak your nails in polish remover, gel polish remover, you know, acetone, not just regular polish remover. It won't do it. It has to be acetone or acetone with conditioners or a gel polish remover, okay? And you'll just remove your polish that way. So thanks for watching, guys. I'll have links in the description box for Nail Addict. They were kind enough to give us a really generous discount, so that'll be in the description box, and the code for that will be there too. And thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you at the next one. Bye now.